Hi, Mike Davis here at Mobile Battery Solutions. I'm here today to show you how to perform a full systems test on your customer's vehicle using the B2Q Tester as well as the B2Q Scan app on your phone. The three things that you're going to need prior to starting the test is you're going to need to have your B2Q Tester handy, as well as your phone with the B2Q Scan app downloaded on your phone, and your booster pack. So the first thing we're going to do upon arriving and getting ready to test the battery is we're going to do an inspection on the battery real quick, and we're going to look for a couple of different things. We're going to look to see if there's any existing corrosion damage. And as you can see on this battery here, we see signs of corrosion on the battery hold down. That's signs that the battery's been sweating out some battery acid and it's starting to attack the different parts of metal attached to the battery. As well as you can see how dirty the top of the battery is, and what that's indicating is that the battery is sweating out battery acid. And the way that happens is it's similar to you and I. As we get older and we work harder, we start to sweat. Well, a battery does the same thing, and it will sweat out that battery acid. So that's a couple signs right there that you can see that telling you that maybe it's time for that battery to come out. Some other things we're going to look for is do a quick inspection, make sure there's no cracks in the battery. If the battery's cracked, it's definitely not safe to jump start. If the battery doesn't have a cover on it, you want to check the sides of the battery to see if they're bulging, to see if they're swollen or rounded. If that's the case, again, that's a battery that's not safe to jump start. The last thing you want to look for is if the battery's got the date code punched out on it, you want to try and figure out how old the battery is. That doesn't necessarily mean a bad battery, but you get an idea of the life expectancy of the battery and how long that battery's been in the car. So once we get to where we're going to do the test, we've got our B2Q tester here, and it's a pretty simple procedure. We're going to take our cables here, and we're going to remember that we always want to hook up to the negative first. So we're going to put this right here, and we're going to put the positive one on. Now the biggest thing to remember with this is you're going to need to jump start this car at some point. So you want to make sure that your clips for your tester are located in such a place that you can hook your jumper box on there without having to disconnect the tester. So leave plenty of room. Now once we've hooked up to the tester, to the battery here, the tester will will go right into the test phase. Now this here is what we call a QR code or a battery scan code. So what that's telling us right now is that it's already completed the test on the battery. It knows whether that battery is good, and it will tell us everything that we need to know embedded inside that scan code. Now as you see, as the screen changes, it's giving us this key signal, and what that's telling us is now it is safe to jump start the car. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and we're going to hook our booster pack up. And just like jump starting a car, we always want to make sure that the positive goes on first. So we're going to hook our positive cable on, and then we're going to hook up the negative, and we're going to go ahead and start the vehicle. Once the car is running, we're going to reverse our order here. We're going to pull the negative off first, and then the positive. And if you take a look at the scanner here, it's got an hourglass showing. So it's now testing the charging system of the vehicle. Once that hourglass is done spinning, we'll get that checkered flag and we'll get another scan code. So we have completed the test on this vehicle. We have all the information is now embedded in the tester that we need. So the way we're going to go about retrieving our data and getting it transferred from the tester to the app on your phone is we're going to open up the B2Q Scan app, and it's going to bring you to this screen right here. Now the way we're going to start the new test on the app is simply by pushing that plus button there, and it brings us to this screen, and it's giving us several different options. But we know we're testing an old battery that's been in the car for a while, so we're going to use where it says test a used battery installed in the vehicle. We're going to click installed in vehicle. It gives us three more options. So the next one we're going to click is look up using the VIN number. As soon as I click on that, it activates the camera, and it's asking you to scan the barcode for the VIN. And you just simply hold that there, get that VIN number on the center line, and as soon as you have that, it loads all the vehicle information right into the app. It tells us that we're testing a 2016 Toyota RAV4, what our minimum cold cranking amp requirements are for this particular setup, as well as what the group size for the battery is. So now that we've got that done, we scroll down and it gives us several more options. We're getting 3 different options on this vehicle because there's already test data in the B2Q system for this, which means this vehicle has been tested in the future, or I'm sorry, in the past. So the option that we're going to choose on this particular one is we're going to test the same installed battery simply by clicking the green line, and it's going to bring up our camera again. Once we have that camera up, it's asking us to scan the test code on the battery. So we're on the tester. So we're just gonna come over here and we're gonna hold that just like that, and it's gonna scan that test code, and it's gonna embed all the test information into our app. Now the next thing that's gonna pop up is it's asking you, would you like to email a copy of this test result to your customer? If your customer would like a copy, it's as simple as typing in their email address, and it will send them the test results. For training purposes right now, I'm just going to click on no, and now we have all our test results right here on the phone. And everything we need to know about this particular vehicle and this battery are right here in the phone.